One second.
We're good. We're good.
Hold on, give me a second. This mouse, this isn't the mouse. Where did this come from?
Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me, then I'll text you back.
Text me, then I'll text you back.
You text me, then I'll text you back.
Text me, then I'll text you back.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I will help you make your paper stack.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now?
205-964-5243. Now you know. 205-964-5243. Now you know.
And good evening. Welcome to Flippinar I 227. We got the full crew here on, what is it, June 23rd. What?
I have no sound. Nothing's coming out of it. I've done that.
It don't supposed to. It don't supposed to come out over there. I got everything hooked over here.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah. So, anyway, we can hear Renika. Say something, Renika. We can hear you, right?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got her. That's all, man.
It normally comes out over here. So when you
No, we got it plugged up over there because it'll echo back if we don't.
Okay.
Yeah. I switched, so. But anyway, so yeah, we're here to talk about real estate investing. Today's topic is it time to run away from wholesaling real estate? Well, y'all already know the answer, but whatever. So that's today's topic. We'll get to it later on. Again, we got the full crew here, Flippinar I 227, the place where you can learn how to get in the game with only $100. We'll have more on that later. If you have a question, you want to join us on the live stream, get pushed in front of the line like you're at the club and you know you're going to get in because the bouncer just going to let you in because you that fly or that fine or whatever you want to call it. This it right here. This all pass right here.
There you go to pass. That's the straight walk-through pass.
The walk-through pass right here. So
ain't still line, is it? Ain't
text the word Gator. Anyway, so over to you, Age, because she said it's weird. But go ahead. You can hear it.
No, it's just normally over here.
Yeah.
And it's just weird because did you switch these out too?
What?
The laptops.
Yeah, this is my laptop here.
That's normally over here.
Yeah, this is the one I always use.
Because this mouse sucks and the screen sucks. And
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying. Okay.
I thought we did that. No, you was gone last week, so we just started doing that. Yeah.
Oh, they switch things up on me, Renikia. Oh wow.
That's the newer rig right there.
I ain't used to change. Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us this Thursday evening. This is a place where you ask your questions in regards to wholesaling real estate and other real estate investment methods. I will read questions and Ty and Renikia will answer them. That's as simple as it gets. You can join us live via text network Gator to the number 205-962-5243. Just as Joshua has. Joshua is first up. Josh, I'm going to bring you straight on.
Yeah, because people still get me right on, baby.
How you doing tonight, Josh?
I'm hanging in there. How are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Fail to prepare to fail. Get it. You right on time, baby. Half the work is done by just being on time. Go ahead, man.
Awesome. So I got a question. I had to end up having a contract get canceled because the seller didn't know that they had like an extra loan on their house or something. But my buyer had already given me like an earnest money deposit. Do I give that back to them if it was already non-refundable, or how would I go about that?
Non-refundable technically means if you can't produce a clear title. I mean, meaning in this is where you can't produce a clear title. That's his money. See, if you produce a clear title, then yeah, quote unquote non-refundable. But it's understood non-refundable means like no matter what happens, you don't get that money. No. You produce a clear title, they supposed to close on it. But in this situation, you can't produce a clear title. You want the money to go back to him, period, just because you don't want to burn that relationship. And you know what I'm saying? It's the right thing to do in reality. He wasn't able to buy the property. The money needs to go back to him. because the title wasn't clear. What your
And
thoughts?
non-refundable, it really boils down to the point if the buyer can't execute. So the buyer, the money is not right and they can't execute, it becomes non-refundable. But when the seller can't deliver a clear title, then it's not the buyer's fault and they owe 100% of that money back.
Okay. All right, good. That's what I figured I should do. Second is, so I go through that whole process, like I'm out, like my whole assignment and stuff like that. Like, how do you like avoid something like that? Like to where
you can't. That's the point. That's the title process. You know what I'm saying? That's real estate. That's going to happen. Where sometimes once the title work is done, what the seller told you ain't what it is, and ain't nothing you can do about it. They owe more.
I thought it was impossible for a seller to not know that they took out another loan on their property. But
Yeah.
Well, technically it was her mom that took out the loan, and like her mom passed away, so she didn't know.
Oh, so she didn't know about. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
a
that
different
one's
story.
messed up, but nonetheless.
That happened. I had one and one of the grandchildren had took out a car loan in the grandmother's name, and well, that's what they thought it was, but they had the actual same name, and actually it wasn't that. But the title company was like, whoa, this ain't, It took another couple of weeks to get that cleared up because they had the exact same. You know, sometimes you named after your grandparent or something like that, or whatever. So even though normally the social will just do it, but they just want to make sure that it wasn't what it appeared to be. Because the family thought, and of course, I didn't know the person, but they swear she would do something like that. But in it was in her name and not the grandmother's name. So.
Gotcha. Shoot, there was another one that I was going to ask him. Like my last two deals have come down all the way down to the wire because like the title company is like slipping and stuff. Is there a way like the title should have like all their title work done before we try to assign the property, or how should we go about that?
Yeah, that has to be, they have to do that part first before you can close the deal. If you're going to go through them, it just depends on how it's done, because sometimes an attorney is doing it, but he's sending it out to the title company, so he's still waiting on them per se. So, but if that's who he hired or he has to wait on that, so sometimes they will delay a deal, a title company. Some of them are a lot faster than others, and some of them have the reputation of both. Or whatever, that one's fast, they're slow now. If we use them, they're known to be slow, or they use them, they normally get it back in a couple of days. So that's the business, whatever. So what do you think, Renee?
Yeah, because like I gave them, I think it was like 15 days or 20 days or whatever to do the title work, and they didn't get it done until literally less than 12 hours before the closing itself.
Oh, that's weird. Title doesn't take long. I mean, all states are different, but 3 to 5 days, sometimes 7 to 10 days, maybe, but 20 to 30 days, I have yet to see title take 20, 30 days. But some states, it does take a little bit longer. What state are you in?
Okay.
What state are you in?
I'm in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
So, alrighty, fair enough. Well, that's like all the questions I got for tonight. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us, sir.
All right. Thank you for coming on. All right, guys, you too can join us live by texting the word Gator, GATOR, to 205-964-5243. You can come on and ask your questions and any other follow-up questions that you may have. First up, we have M. Carter. Do you feel the best opportunity to flip houses will be late next year? With interest rates going up, I would like to buy in the Sacramento area. Prices have gone down a little, but I would still like them to go down more, just in case I want to buy and hold and rent out. So I think maybe not so much wholesaling, but maybe flipping.
That's a really great question. I think that's the question of the real estate industry right now, is what it is to do in this somewhat recession that we're going into. To me, it's just a lot of dynamics to kind of work through, no matter what city, state you're in. One thing I will say, prices at an all-time high, and I'm talking retail prices. So if you do buy right now, rehab right now, there's a possibility that you can maximize profits because properties was bought and sold 30-40% over value. And no matter if it's bought and sold 30-40% of the value, those properties are today's comps, no matter what. So if you sell in the next 6 months or so, you're pulling those comps that sold over value, which somewhat could, offset the expenses of you paying an extra so much, extra money when you're purchasing the property. But I personally think that in today's economy, real estate is still the most safest investments of all investments out there right now. And to say that we're going to stop living in houses, absolutely not. People are going to still buy. There's going to be less people buying, but people still going to buy. People still need somewhere to sleep. So to me, real estate is a necessity. It's one of those things, regardless of what's going on in the world, where we're at in recession wise, we still need this piece of real estate to lay our head. What do you say, Tom?
Yeah, it just we don't, we can just speculate. Just the opportunity will be there. Just don't even worry about it, man. That's at the end of the day. As long as they don't make houses free, the opportunities will be there. It's that simple.
All right, sliding over to Instagram, we have, let's see here, GMac_K. I've been trying to wholesale for 2 years and I haven't got a deal yet. I brought your ebook, I paid for classes, and I still can't find a deal. What should I do? I know you're going to say the follow-up is, what have you been doing? So this will be one of those type questions, GMac, that you benefit highly from calling in to the live and asking that question. So, because there's going to be a lot of follow-up questions.
Yeah, it's hard to answer that question without knowing what you've done. But ideally, hopefully, you've it's just hard to answer that question without knowing what you've done. It just is. Again, like she said, if you text Gator, join us on the live stream. We would, love to try to troubleshoot what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? This is your time, opportunity to try to fix, what's not happening. So, but yeah, it's sort of difficult not knowing what everything you've done.
Okay, keep going. Solomon Alsawat wants to know, what's the best market for bandit signs? What's the best marker? Maybe he means marker for bandit signs.
He does. I guess he means handwritten signs.
Yeah.
You used to could get. I used to go to Michael's years ago and they had red, blue, obviously black. They got rid of the blue, and it would be the thicker tip. What they call them, chisel tip. Chisel tip. Chisel tip marks. I guess you'll come back. Chisel tip marks, that gives you a wider stroke, because you don't want the thin ones now. You know what bothers me, and it shouldn't, is when I see people have like yard sales and all that stuff, and
the little thin,
and that they just have a little thin mark. I can't. Nobody can see that, but I guess you don't know, or whatever. And so people will do that with bandit signs too. They'll use a thinner tip markers, and you can't see that. Or what? That's why the wider tip, and it needs to be waterproof, so that they'll be good for outdoors.
Markers, the big fat
oil base, because I think oil base will last long. They won't fade as fast, right? Yeah. So
yeah, they still sell about like $6.99, $7.99 a piece.
Yeah, but the blue marker, they discontinued.
All I see is black.
You don't see the red anymore?
Mm-mm.
You probably order them off Amazon somewhere, though,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, Renika should be back on, but one thing, guys, going to be hearing more about this is that people always ask about the LLC thing and the process, and I'm going to do an interview with the guys at this company that help you set up your LLC. Basically, they're not going to charge you anything as far as their labor costs or attorney cost to set up. It's just going to be whatever it costs to set it up in your state and to record it and everything. So that's from setting up the actual let me see how they put this. Let me pull it up. So setting up it's registering it with the IRS. That's your EIN. The state filing, filing with the Secretary of State, expediting fees, articles of incorporation, again, your EIN number, your operating agreement, legally prepared, resolutions, access to a list of over 250 tax deductions you can take, right? The general cost is going to be between $300 to $600 in filing fees, plus your hard costs, depending on the state. I know now the state of Alabama, I got it all done for less than $300. So it's going to vary from state to state. I did it myself years ago or whatever. But this service here is going to allow you to get it done with some experts or whatever. So all you have to do is text the word BIZ, B-I-Z, to 205-964-5243 if you want to get your LLC established. And they're going to have some other great services from business credit and everything to go behind that. But this is the initial product that they're offering along with tax advice on the business itself. So 3 layers there. Setting up your business entity, LLC. You're going to be able to have an option to get business credit to do some things with also, and tax preparation. So text BIZ to the number.
All right. Thank you for that. That's going to be pretty interesting, guys. You guys do ask a lot about, do I need an LLC? And I have someone come on to explain in detail how to go about that. Is a gem. Let's see. Let's go to Pull of Vibes, who wants to know, do you have a JV contract to print off?
Well, number one, I don't really use a JV contract per se. The one-page contract that I use for sellers and buyers is the same contract I'll use with wholesalers also. So text the word contract to this number to receive that now.
All right, guys. As stated before, if you text that word Gator to 205-964-5243, you can join us live like Lamont. Hey, Lamont, how you doing?
I'm doing just fine. I had a question for Ty.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
When trying to join you with and doing a partnership, is there any special tool like the Romney that I should be purchasing to to go out and start doing my searching?
You mean for a commercial? You mean Reonomy?
Right, for commercial.
Oh yeah, the tool itself, it can only be a benefit because of the amount of information it provides, and a lot of times it has contact information for owners of a particular property, so that goes a long way in itself. So if it's in the budget to be able to afford it, most definitely it can definitely be a benefit. The only thing is that what type of commercial property are you going to be targeting? Ideally, what makes it simple and easy for us is multifamily. That's apartment buildings, 5 units or more, and self-storage. Those are pretty cut and dry and easy to evaluate. When you start to get into just vacant buildings, then it's just so much other things that have to go into play. People send vacant buildings all the time. It's an old gas station, old churches or something, but nothing else is around it. If there's not like a Walgreens directly across the street, not down the street, directly across the street, or Starbucks or something, just retail action, national retail action in most cases, then it's going to be difficult to move those in a lot of cases. Not always, but in a lot of cases, because there's
Right.
tons of vacant commercial real estate out there. But I hate to use the word worthless, but it makes it difficult to do anything with it. Let me just say that.
Well, what I was doing, I've been super studying your whole program for the last month, and as far as a partnership go, I was wondering, are you still doing non-students, or they have to be students
No,
to?
definitely non-student. Just like with the video we shot last Saturday on with my man Benson from Privy, people that text MLS and watch this particular live stream, the replay of it, we'll partner with anyone on that. You just have to just do the due diligence and find the opportunity. Dealing with a real estate agent can be challenging for newbies, but we would, in earnest money deposit, we would handle that. If it's
Right.
a deal, if they need proof of funds, we would handle that. If it's a deal, and we would partner. You just got to
Yeah,
put the in work. You need to, number one, understand how to identify an opportunity first by watching this video and from the learning center that they offer, and then we can get involved at that point. I know people just gonna start sending over stuff, but we'll handle that as it comes through.
right, because I'm really interested in doing a partnership with you on something like that.
Oh, well, let's
Yeah.
make it happen, man. What market are you in?
I'm not in. I'm a newbie. I'm just out here, and I've been watching all these people on here be
I'm saying
successful. And
what city are you in?
I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, that's definitely that market.
No, yeah, in this city we got what 1 million people, and in Wake County alone,
Yeah.
plenty of buildings here.
Yes, that's more than big. That market is more than big enough to do some things for sure. So, hey, let's get it, man.
Okay, all right, Ty.
All right,
All
no
right,
problem at all. Thanks for joining us, Lamont.
Thank
all right,
you.
bye, bye.
All right, we're going to slide into our next caller. Antoine, how you doing today?
I'm good. What's up with y'all? What's
I'm
up?
good.
What's happening, my man?
Where you calling from, Antoine?
I'm calling from Oakland, California. You know what I'm saying? Tie another one like the other one, man. You understand?
Hey, the show. Go to a show, man.
Man, town business. You understand? Man, I've been having hell and high water, man. You know what I'm saying? I purchased your stuff in February, right?
Okay.
And I've been doing my own little thing. So, I've been driving for dollars out here because, I'm out here in Oakland. This is like one of the hottest markets out. You know what I'm saying? On my early morning drives, I'll be seeing all kind of shit. So since I got up on you, I was like, fuck it. This driving for dollars is perfect for me because I see all kind of shit. To make a long story short and short story quick, I had came up on a property. And it needed total rehab. So I had got it under contract for, I think, $550. When I got it to escrow, the buyer bagged out for the simple fact the owner didn't let me know that it was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. See, she had it as a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And when I went to Zillow even had it as a 3-2. But then just as soon as we got at the escrow, just as soon as we got to the date to where I was going to get the for show earnest money, the buyer found out that it was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and they bagged out. They wanted to renegotiate. And I was like, well, what they wanted to renegotiate for was like, hell no, it's like $100,000 cheaper. So I was like,
So you all got it all the way to closing, and they didn't know it was the number of bedrooms and baths. Normally, the buyer would have already went out and looked at it before you even.
Yes, they looked at it and everything. It's a 3-bedroom. What happened? It's an upstairs, right? 2-bedroom and 1-bath. And what they did was they cut the garage in half and converted half of the garage into a bedroom with a bath up under there. But where they messed up is out here in California, a ceiling has to be at least 7 feet high. And there, that ceiling was only 6 feet high. So they can't use that as a room, and they can't get it licensed to another room in the bath. So they're going to have to totally condemn it. And so they're not going to pay 3-bedroom, 2-bath prices for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, regardless of whatever the location is. Because where I'm at, I'm close to the East Bay Hills, the Oakland Hills, and everything up there is $1 million plus. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so right now, I just happened to get the lady under contract again. Since the market crashed last week, it kind of screwed me all the way over because I had an opportunity to get a $50,000 payday. But when the market crashed last week, it dropped me from 50,000 to fucking 20,000. You know what I'm saying? Because now her 2-bedroom before the market crash was worth like 520. Now it dropped to 450. You know what I'm saying? I
So,
was lucky.
but you got a buyer that's willing to pay the way you can have a $20,000 payday.
Check it out.
But how did the value go from 550 to 450 in a matter of weeks?
Because the market dropped. When the
What do you
prices
mean?
dropped,
It goes
when the Feds rose the interest rate to 6%, a lot of people got scared and a lot of people started holding on to their money. And
right. But the value of property goes by the historical comps. So
Yes.
the value of property goes by the comps, not anything other than just the comps. So
Yes.
unless a lot of people sold cheap in the last 2 or 3 months or something, that's the only way that her property would be less valuable.
Well, this Bay Area market is freaking crazy out here. It's just like a wave. That's why they say California is like a wave, especially up here with these earthquakes and everything. Well, when I had the property, when I checked on Zillow, I got the paperwork when I first checked it. It was 760, as is. But now, after last week, it dropped from 760 to 520. To 716. And so with her price, how her price was with the value of her house and the condition it was in, it was only worth 500 and something. So that's how I got it. So now, like I said, it dropped, and I got her right now under contract for 470, and I got a buyer right now for 485. You know what I mean? But out here in California, they want me to have an assignment contract, a separate contract from the contract that I'm having. And I'm like, hold on, what do you mean assignment contract? They want me to have a contract with the buyer and the seller separate for them both agreeing for me to get paid. And I was like, you know what, screw you. And that's when I watched your shit. That's when I watched your show, and you was like, you have to search for investor-friendly, wholesaler-friendly title companies because some of them aren't familiar with it, And so I just did my research, and I found a lady, and she jumped on it just like that, So that's where I'm at right now. I got her in closing. I got that house finally under closing. So now I'm just waiting to get paid. I also have a burnt down property, a total burnt down. A buddy of mine who's a realtor, he told me just as long as it has one wall up, it's considered a house. You know what I'm saying? But what the seller, once again, didn't tell me that it was a trailer. It was a trailer on land. You know what I'm saying? So I'm dealing with that right now. And I also got a buyer. He said he has half the money, and if I can give him a week, he would come up with more of the money. I got it. It's a burnt down trailer. I got it from the seller for 90. Now I'm about to sell it for 99. So it's a 9,000 profit. But I just want to say this, dude. What you said in one of your models, I put in the game right now to the day. I'm talking about the street game. What you say, pigs get fed and hogs get slaughtered. That's some real ass shit. Get what you can while you can, because if you try to sit up here and be greedy, what happened? You're going to get slaughtered. You ain't going to get shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just want to say that's some real ass shit, dude. I tell it all the time. Pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered. Get what you can while you can, because you know when it's going to be the last time, man. You know what I'm saying? But thank you, Ty, man. And I'm in this game, man. My feet wet. You know what I'm saying? I'm knee deep in it. And I'm just waiting to get my first paycheck. And for me to be in here, I started May the 2nd. And here it is going on July. I'm working on 2 deals. Hey, I need to give myself a pat on the back and rub my bald head some, because I'm doing kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Hey, I got a friend of mine out in Oakland. I can't wait to go back and send this to her.
I probably know her. I guarantee you she probably know me, because everybody know me. You know what I'm saying?
I think Oakland is a hot market. I think you'll kill it. I think Oakland is a hot market. You in Oakland?
Born and raised, West Oakland,
It's
California.
a hot market.
The Black Panthers.
You're going to kill it out there.
One thing about out here in Oakland in the East Bay, we are centered to everything. You can get 30 minutes is everywhere. 30 minutes from Google, 30 minutes from Facebook, 30 minutes from PayPal. Everything is over there in San Francisco in the peninsula. Berkeley just had a university, Cal University, and everybody is going to San Francisco, and with the housing market, with the gentrification and everything, everybody's trying to get over here to the East Bay, because in the East Bay, you can find something under 700,000. You know what I mean? Everything outside the East Bay is going to hit you in the million, the million plus, especially over there in the peninsula, like San Mateo, Redwood City, where Google and Apple is. Those are $1 million properties off top. And I remember you was saying when somebody in here, they asked you, Ty, how can I make 100,000? What you say? In the Bay Area, that's only 2 deals. I could have had it. I could have had it if the market wouldn't have fucked up next week. Because with that one deal, I had her for 65,000, and with the burnt down property, I had him for 50,000. So that would have been 115,000 on my first deal. You know what I'm saying? When the market crashed, that kind of threw me all the way off. So
I really think you can still wholesale your property at high value and focus on the comps because the property is appraised. See, sellers are thinking, oh man, I need to drop my prices because the interest rates are high. Let me drop my price to get a quick sale. But what sellers don't understand, we're still running off of those comps of the high market. And when you sell and an appraiser goes out, he got to pull the comps that recently sold no matter what. And the value is going to be based on that unless everybody began to panic and just sell at a cheaper price. But I understand what's going on there.
Yeah, you're going to have those bigger paydays anyway, even if it goes from a house that was worth 700,000 down to 625 or 600. You still dealing in a market where $50,000 paydays are going to be normal or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You already know you were close to doing. You still pull it off, and make a little less money, but that's going to happen because obviously you got the hustle about you from whatever you do or have done. So this is just easy. It's going to be easy. Normal for people that have already ran businesses of any sort. This is a breeze. A lot of times when people get introduced to this is their first time also trying to run a business of any sort. You know what I'm saying? So it's that double-edged sword that they got to overcome both of those. But people that are already running businesses, normally this is an easy transition into it or whatever. So, but yeah, man, I love to hit us back up, man. When you do some more stuff, hit me up.
Well, hey, I still got to get that first deal. So once I get that first check, you the first person I'm letting know. I'm gonna let you know before I let the bank know. You understand?
That's what's up, my man.
Everybody out
hey,
there,
you
man.
60 days in, brother. You killing it. You're killing it right now.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's
Thank
what's
you.
up. That was real right there.
Absolutely.
No, that was a real session. That was a real session right there.
Hey, that's Oak Town at its finest, man. For real.
All right. Thank you guys. I see you still posting questions in there. So let's go ahead. Sun Gaze. You can get it with Antoine. I think he's in the chat box as well. Says, I need to meet him in Oakland. What's his info? I'm coming. Okay. Let's see here. This is mouse. Patrice Harris. Oh, Patrice, I see you down ready to join us. I'm not going to read your question. I'm going to let you come on and ask your question yourself. Okay, let me get this off the screen and boom. Hey, Patrice. Uh-oh. I see her down here. I just don't see her over here. You see that?
What?
I see her at the bottom, but I don't see her at the top. Let me remove her and bring her back in. Patrice, when you come back up, give me a wave and I'll bring you back on.
I don't know why it's not adding.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Well, where are you calling from?
Birmingham, Alabama.
Hey, around the corner. Okay.
What's happening?
My question is this. My mom passed in 2018 and she left me the home that we grew up in. My name is on the deed, but at that time I looked into it some. My mom was elderly, so she was in some tax exempt program in Birmingham. Well, when she started getting really sick, she moved to Mobile, and we didn't know that she was supposed to renew in Birmingham. That way the taxes wouldn't collect on the house. So when she passed, I tried to look into it to see what I had to do. And at the time, the taxes were about $3,000 and some change. So moving forward to now, I don't have the deed. I can't find it. But I've had several people call or text me inquiring about the house. And even people like in the neighborhood asking me what I'm going to do. And I'm honestly not sure what to do or what can I do because I don't have the deed. And then there's taxes on the home.
No, neither one of those are problems. See, people, assume you have to I got to find my deeds. No, you don't. Anytime real estate is sold, new deeds are created. So you don't ever have to know where they are, even though the county has record of it anyway. But so that's not a big issue. As far as the taxes, as long as you hadn't, Alabama has I think it's almost 6 years, but I know 3 years right of redemption on the taxes, so you're good on that. I'm pretty sure. And so the only thing you have to do is if you want to, what you want to just try to sell it?
I don't know, sell it, or maybe if I could look into trying to rebuild, because at the moment it's not livable from my understanding. Last time I was over there, the property
What part of town? What part of town?
North Birmingham.
Where, like what like what you know what a McDonald's used to be, and it's not closed now on
31st Avenue North, by the Hardy, around from the Hardys.
Yeah. That's what. Wait a minute.
It's the Hardys, and it's a dialysis center on 32nd. So
it used to be a Hardys. That's what I was about to say. Ain't no Hardys there anymore. Okay, it used to be a Hardys. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. So over there, now houses over there, that's it's total rental area. Let me just say that it's really not a retail area. Okay. It's about a $60,000 ARV, 65 pushing it. So if it's you say it's in bad condition, you haven't been over there?
The last time I was over there, from my understanding, it's in bad condition. So not even to sell it, if I could remodel to live in it, I would do that. But I just don't know what to do or where to start.
Well, the first thing you would do is you spend about $300 to get a title search, right? And that title search is going to tell you what you need to do. If you'll text me, I'll just text me on this number here. I'll give you some recommendations on getting a title search done. So once you get the title search done, so now you'll know number one, who's the owner, and what liens are against it, whether it's a tax lien, whatever, whatever her state carried over to any properties that she owned, all of that'll come out in the title search. Once that happens, I'll gladly advise you on what I would do if I were in your situation, or at least give you your options. Okay. Yes, ma'am. So just say Patrice Birmingham, North Birmingham house or whatever, and I know it's you.
Okay, will do.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right, thank you, Patrice. Have a good night.
Thank you.
You too.
All right.
All right, y'all see how easy it is. Text that word Gator, join us live, ask your question. Any follow-up question, get bumped to the front of the line. Yep. Okay, let's jump back into the questions in the chat box. So we keep talking about title companies, and Ease Beauty Essentials wants to know, how do you find title companies that work with wholesalers that are AKA wholesaler friendly?
Yeah, a simple thing you can do is you can join my wholesaling group on Facebook, Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man. And I just posed the question, what title companies or what closing attorneys are wholesaler friendly in XYZ city, whatever the name of the city is. You can also do that in any local group to that city, whether it's a real estate investment group, and definitely the wholesaling real estate groups local to that particular market or city.
Okay, so Frazier 100 West says, Ty, what do I do if the seller is trying to ask for more money due to the fact that the home is on a lot more land?
What do you do? It's either going to be a deal breaker for you or not. Sometimes just because they have a bigger lot, I'm not sure how much bigger than the normal sized lot normal sized lot for that neighborhood, then yeah, they can get a little more, but it depends on the neighborhood. If it's in the neighborhood, I started explaining to Patrice, having a bigger lot won't matter. And you know what I'm saying? In a neighborhood that's strictly per se a rental area, not really a fix and flip area, it won't matter. But if you're in a neighborhood where the houses are going $700,000, $800,000, $1 million, the lot will matter. Because sometimes it may be a lot be significantly big enough where they'll just tear that house down and build 3 houses or whatever, if they can get it, zoned or permitted for that, or entitled. So it can factor in, and then a lot of times it won't. And then it depends on how much bigger are we talking about. At the end of the day, they're either I'm going to normally try to negotiate that. Again, all those facts, I can't say that. I can't say that. So you just have to look at it based on what's going on in that neighborhood, what type of neighborhood it's in. So
Okay. So from Instagram, K Royal says, "Hey Flip, I made a call to a FISBO. They had a sign up. I called and he gave me his price at $250,000, but I calculated the ARV at that price. Is there a way I can get him to lower, or basically there's no deal here?"
Yeah, whenever someone is asking, so basically the seller is asking full price. So whenever a seller is asking full price, as far as a wholesale deal, it makes it difficult to pull that off. Now, they may entertain some owner financing or something. It may be attractive if depending on the rental rates in there, or how attractive the house is, what condition you make it still do something. But as far as a straight cash wholesale deal, they're in la-la land. La-la land means that you're not welcomed, or they're not welcome. Which one is it, Adrian? The LLL.
Okay, so Amari_SB from Instagram wants to know, what do you think about Macon, Georgia marketing?
Macon, Georgia?
$153,000, but I know you're going to say it's part of the metro area, right?
Oh, you good.
I know this is what you're going to say. Yeah, I'm ready for you.
Okay, yeah, so that's big enough. That's big enough. I think that's where Renikia from in Macon is.
I don't know. She left.
So she'll be back. I think that's where Renikia from Macon, I think.
Okay, well, we're going to ask Renikia when she comes back.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Maria, y'all are slipping through the cracks. I am most definitely going to ask your questions in the chats, but tonight, this Thursday, y'all are on it about joining these lives, and they are getting bumped to the front of the line.
Bumped to the front of the line,
asking all their questions. Hey. And I know it's still helping some of you guys in the chat, so I know it's still beneficial. Just make sure, if you want to join, you can join too. Maria, you ready? No, there she go. Hey.
Good evening. How are you all?
I'm well.
We're great. What about yourself?
Calling from Joliet.
Okay.
Ty, first I want to.
Juliet what?
Joliet, Illinois.
Oh, Joliet. Okay. All right.
Well, first I would like to ask.
That's it.
What'd you say?
She said, you said that like we're supposed to know where that's at.
Oh, well. It's in Joliet.
Yes, ma'am. What's going on?
First of all, I want to say to you, Ty, you do an excellent job in what you do. And I really appreciate what you have given the people, your honesty, your candidness, and your professionalism with dealing with everyone, dealing with your wholesaling and all the other wonderful things that you do has really been enlightening to me. I am in the process of trying to do my wholesaling. Yes, I have some fears there, but I have to launch out, right?
Yes,
but
ma'am.
I wanted to ask, what do you feel about wholesaling property that is not needed? Does not need any work done at all? I mean, is that a doable situation? What do you think?
Well, see, it all boils down to the numbers, right? So repairs are part of the numbers. So the repair cost can either be zero, it can be 100,000, 30, 40. So it's still going to plug in the numbers. Now, some people frown on the formula that, and me and others put out, but we have to give people that are starting out something to go by, right? And so, but if a house needs repair, doesn't need any repairs, which is normally difficult to grasp, but assuming it doesn't, all right. So when you do your quote unquote formula, you do the ARV, the after repair value, basically what will the house appraise for in excellent condition, times 70%. So if the repairs are zero, then that number is zero. Minus repairs is zero. Minus your fee or whatever you think you're going to make. Now, the calculator that I have on digulator.com that anyone can access, just text the letters DC for the deal calculator to the number. You can use that. So you got to put something in the calculator. So just put $100 in there. So that's basically zero. When you start talking about repairs for real estate or a house or something. And so then it'll spit out the numbers for you. So yeah, you can do it. It's just rare that those opportunities present themselves where a house doesn't need any repairs and it's still a deal, but it happens. Sometimes people People get in over their head. They've
Right.
renovated the house and they can't wait 3 months to sell it. They need their money now. They need some or all of their money back. Sometimes they just want some of it back. I don't know. This ain't what I thought. HGTV make it look too easy, but it ain't. It ain't like that for everybody. You know what I'm saying? You can easily make a mistake. So yeah, so the opportunity could exist, but I wouldn't try to run my business around looking for those type of deals.
Exactly. I understand.
Those will just fall in your lap when they do, but I'm definitely not looking for them because I know that you're talking about a needle in a haystack. That's a needle in a haystack of a set of needles or whatever.
Okay.
What
so
I will also say this, regardless of what property you find, it's all a numbers game. So if you understand your numbers, you know exactly what spread is in there. A lot of property that needs no repairs, most likely the seller won't sell it at a discount because they know their property don't need any repairs. So they're going to try to max out the retail value as much as possible. But regardless, if it's a retail, whatever deal it is, understand the formula of the numbers and understand how to run your numbers behind it, because your numbers going to tell if there's a spread or if there's not, no matter what type of property that you're seeking. So I would say just really, really begin to educate yourself on how to run the formulas, how to run your numbers to determine if it's a deal.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'm not going to keep you guys any further. I really appreciate it. You allowing me to come in. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
No problem at all. Thanks for joining us.
You have a good night too, Maria. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Renika, you originally from Macon?
I'm from Georgia, like Perry Run Robbins area, actually. Right below.
Where's that relation to?
Run Robbins is actually it's right below Macon, right next to Macon. It's where the biggest Air Force base in America sits.
Right.
I think the first biggest or the second biggest, but it's
Okay, you know how to fly a plane?
No, I don't. But that's how we get. My dad was down there.
Hey, that was an ignorant question. Everybody from Warner Robins know how to fly.
Oh wow, no, absolutely not. You would think that, but it's not. It's not a big deal down there as it should.
Yeah. I got you. I'm just tripping.
So that was original, huh?
What?
It's like finding a needle in a haystack amongst a bunch of needles.
That don't make no sense.
No needles.
That's what you said.
That don't make no sense, dude.
So I was trying to figure out where you get that from. Put it back.
I'm sorry.
You never heard that saying?
Well, I've heard of finding a needle in a haystack, but he added the needle in the needle. Needles in the haystack. I don't know.
A specific needle.
You just making shit up as you go. Okay. Okay. Let's jump back into these questions, guys. If you too want to join us, you absolutely can. Bert Furlow said it was funny though. Okay, y'all gonna tell it was.
Like Michael Jordan said, the ceiling is the ceiling, the sky is the ceiling. Or some he said like that. The sky is the ceiling. Hey man, it's live, man. You gonna say some stuff that ain't gonna make no sense.
Vipa, you probably got a card for this, but Vipa Par wants to know: can you recommend a POF company?
Yeah, just text POF to the number.
Okay.
POF.
Okay. So Denise Favors has a question for you and Renikia. Hey y'all, are the appraisers really using comps within a mile at this point? Here's why I'm asking. I'm an agent in the ATL, off-market property, asking $400 from another investor. Repairs are cosmetic, 5 beds, 4 bath, 3,900 square feet.
Oh.
Ty and Renikia, what y'all think?
Repairs. They asking $400K.
We don't have enough information. What
information. We need to know after repair value and the rehab costs.
Yeah, that's a big house too. Oh my God.
You said are they really comping within a mile? You should be comping within a mile. I would say this, so as a lender, we can really go out 2.5 miles. So, but preferably you really want to make sure your comps is really not even a mile is kind of too far. I would start it within the subdivision and you just go out a quarter mile until you find your comps. But as a lender, we are okay with comps up to 2.5 miles.
And that house is that the norm, or is that an outlier at 3,900 square feet? Because that could be an issue. If
For
it's
$400,000 house in Atlanta, yeah, I can get 3,900 square feet.
what is oof.
Why? What do you say?
I'm just saying the repair costs on something like that, even just
Even if they're minimal, that's
yeah.
still,
If it has to be
depending on the
upgraded,
zip code, the repair value is probably no more than 9 to 1.2.
yeah.
Where is it located? What zip code? What area?
yeah.
All right, so Miss Denise, unfinished basement ARV 525, and that size is the norm for that area.
Okay.
Well,
Well, those houses only selling for like $100 a square foot.
It's in Union City.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't think that's a flip. If you pick it up for 400,000, you said it needs how much in repairs?
Originally she said minimal.
What is minimal? Oh, you know what? That is called, like, a lot of people do properties like that. There's a lot of money in those properties where you can pick them up for. I mean, if I just do her numbers for 400,000, that's really worth 550, and I can go in and do some TLC. I can go in and cut down the wall, open something up, put some new floors down, repaint the walls for $25,000, and make you a $80,000 flip. But let's just do the numbers on that. She said the ARV is 575.
525.
525. Well, 70% is 367. I mean, you won't be able to really run the 70% rule on that.
Okay.
And that's with no repairs.
That's with no repairs.
Yeah.
70% of 525 is 367.
Mm-hmm.
So your repairs and your purchase price should be within that to really profit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gotcha. Ms. Denise, hopefully that helped you out there. You are responding really quick in the chat with follow-up. So if you wanted to add anything to that, just post it and I will try to keep up with your comments to make sure I add on to that. Quad City, HQD, Rose City Loud. Yeah. I hope I said all that right. Wants to know, have you ever paid out of pocket for repairs? So I know in the beginning, we're talking about like, to make it look more enticing to buyers, you might go cut the grass down. But what about actual repairs?
Not a total renovation. I've never done it out of pocket. I've done stuff to houses, to maybe a hotel, as they say, or whatever they call it. What ain't that what they say? Hotel, yeah. But not a full rehab, out of pocket. Some people do it that way though.
Yeah. Some people do that way, but I think it's a long way unless you just got loan money. But even if you got loan money, leveraging other people's money is the way. So
yeah, I've been watching a lot of stuff just on YouTube about people and how they built their wealth. It normally always boils down to the way you scale, you got to be using other people's money. It's just that story is told over and over again, or whatever. So,
and it's the foundation. It's the foundation. You if you focus on using your own money and saving your own money, investing. I'm done.
What happened?
I don't know. It keeps going out.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, I think her service keeps going.
Oh, our internet going out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Randy said, I'm done.
We about to finish up. She good.
Yes, Jay Bird. We are answering questions on YouTube. It shows that you are on YouTube, and I see that question. So go ahead and post it. JP, anybody ignoring you? Stop putting out them arrows in the chat box. JP's question is, what are your thoughts on hedge funds?
That's what we just talked about. Other people's money. That's the perfect example. Other people's money. So, yeah.
That's your thought on it? That's your thought on it.
Yeah, they are buyers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a number of them out there. You find what they want, they normally gonna take it down. So yeah.
Okay. Got you. So let's see here. Got you, JP. That was you.
Yeah, while she's finding another question, LLCs, you've been asking how to set it up. Got a service that's going to do it for you. The only thing you have to pay is what it costs to set it up. The attorney fees are waived. So you're getting a really good option here. And then on the flip side of that, once that's set up, they're going to have another option for you to possibly get business credit because you have set up that business entity. But the main thing is that protection of a business entity like an LLC and the tax ramifications that you can start taking immediately. You know, your gas for driving for dollars, any of these tools that you're paying for, courses that you paid for, your clothing, wardrobe. You may write off some of that, a section of your room. They're going to give you 250 different ways that you can write off stuff that you're going to basically immediately benefit from if you hadn't flipped the first house or you hadn't wholesaled the first house. So you definitely want to text biz to the number so you can get going on that immediately. We're going to have a more detailed show on it coming up soon, a live stream. And I think you're going to be impressed, man. I was really blown away with the conversation I had with the guys over here at this operation. So text the letters biz to 205-964-5243. Boom.
Boom. All right, guys. I know on YouTube and Facebook.
Real quick. $100, you can get in the game. Text MLS, period. I'm just going to let the video speak for itself. Got $100. Can you borrow $100? Can you borrow, Nikki, can you borrow $10 from 10 different people? Or 20 people give you $5, boom, you're in this game. Text MLS.
I ain't got $100.
Huh?
Tyler me hold $100.
There it is. I got it. Hey. Can I get 17,000 back? Hey, I'll let you hold 100. Can I get 17,000 back?
Bets. Okay, so YouTube and Facebook. You can see this, the tag for today, the sheep mindset. And that segues us into the question of tonight's show, which is it time to run away from
wholesaling real estate?
Okay.
Is it time to run away from wholesaling real estate? And the answer is
no.
It's time to run toward it. Don't be like those clowns running off blindly following what you're hearing in the news that the market's crashing. So what? If it does, opportunities will still be available because it's real estate. When blood is on the street, meaning when things get bad financially, buy real estate. And in our situation, wholesale real estate. So the opportunities are going to still be there. And normally it's in even more abundance or whatever. Not that we're taking advantage of people. We are solutions for individuals, right?
Right.
Just like Patrice hit us up. She didn't know what to do with that property or whatever. You know, I'm going to try my best to be able to help her on that. So the opportunities are endless. Like I just held up this card here. You got to get on this right here. You got to see this right here, MLS. Watch this video. It will change how you view the entire process. It did for me. I love to learn new stuff. You like to learn new stuff?
Mm-hmm.
When I take a shower, might give it too much TMI. I have a overpriced Apple Pod speaker in the bathroom with me, and I normally have something on YouTube. People get up and read on my thing. I get up and find something that I can learn how to improve my life. Now, sometimes I'll have some foolishness on. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Or whatever. You got to have some balance, a little foolishness, but more positive. You got to have a little balance. But that's how I like to, that comes from the benefit of living alone. I couldn't really do that if I didn't live alone. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're waking people up, and you know what I'm saying? So I'll have it, blasting or whatever so I can hear. And that's part of my ritual, is just to learn something, right? And we were talking about financing a while. I'm just realizing, and I haven't done a lot of it. Most stuff I've done, I've funded myself or whatever. But most of this wealth is built because you use somebody else's money. Period. There's good debt out here. They say it all the time. I already knew it. I'm just saying it. Just getting the stuff I've been listening to really just been like it's been calling me. I guess that's the algorithm of YouTube just feeding me like a crackhead or whatever. So stuff I'm watching. So, but yeah, guys, no, this is not time to run away from it. It's time to run to it, for real, for real. So that's what I'm here for, to help you run to it as we run to it together continuously. So remember, trying to get that LLC set up. So many benefits you could take advantage of tax-wise by setting that up. You're going to get that information along with the setup of that 250 different ways to take tax deductions that you will be smiling this time next year, a little bit before. So text the letters BIZ. Boom. And so
I got a question.
Yo.
I have the banner up. What's text 100?
Oh, I don't take that down.
Okay.
Because they really need to go here. Because if they go there, and it's going to bypass knowing what they're getting there for. So text MLS first or whatever. So yeah, but I appreciate everybody that's joined us tonight. Renikia, she was having a little phone trouble, but she got a lot of good information in. I really appreciate Adrian and the crew showing up with us. Everyone that joined us on the live stream, we had a good show in here tonight, and I hope you learned something. Oh, one of these other cards here I think is very important. Someone suggested we put a step-by-step playlist together called my video, the 800 plus videos I have on YouTube all over the place. Text VIP to the number. And this set of videos will get you going. This will get your mind right, get you understanding the entire process, and you will thank me later. So if you didn't get your question answered, post it in the comment section of any video, and I'll answer those on a daily basis. This will go in replay mode on all of these different platforms. Make sure if you're on TikTok or Instagram, tap the link in the bio, and you will definitely like that. So with no further ado, we'll see you on the FLIP SIDE.
All right, flip side.
Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me, and I'll text you back.
Text me, then I'll text you back.
You text me, then I'll text you back.
Text me, then I'll text you back.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I will help you make your paper stack.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now?
215-964-5243.